TJ Watt skipped minicamp, Minka Fitzpatrick is back in Miami, and Jalen Ramsey just landed in Pittsburgh. All of this went down in a matter of weeks, and there's a lot more behind these moves than meets the eye. Big names, bold decisions, and a team clearly not looking to wait until 2026. Stick around because the latest out of Steelers camp is heating up. And don't forget to drop a like, this ride's just getting started. Check this out, TJ Watt isn't exactly sprinting to sign an extension with the Steelers, and there's a method to the madness. Word out of Pittsburgh is that both sides are hopeful, but Watt's showing some cool restraint. He even skipped mandatory minicamp in June to underscore the seriousness of the situation. On the latest, number 1 Cochrane Sports Showdown via KDKA, Steelers whisperer Mark Kaboly, from The Pat McAfee Show, dropped the key insight. Watt's in no rush because he wants to see how the market for elite edge rushers shapes up this summer. He's got his eyes on what Micah Parsons, Cowboys, Trey Hendrickson, Bengals, and Aiden Hutchinson, Lions, land. As Kaboly put it, so why not take it up until September? See what Micah Parsons and Aiden Hutchinson might be able to get. This isn't even new playbook. Back in 2021, Watt held off on full camp participation until he locked something in with Pittsburgh just before the season kicked off. Now, with Myles Garrett in Cleveland having scored a massive $160 million deal, $123.5 million fully guaranteed, early in the offseason, Watt's benchmark has shifted. Then came rumors, thanks to CBS Sports' Cody Benjamin on June 11th, forecasting that Parsons could snag a 4-year, $162 million deal from Dallas. Watt's already under contract through 2025, but the Steelers clearly want to cap this off ahead of training camp. After grabbing Aaron Rodgers, 41, earlier in June, they doubled down on the win-now mindset. Then ESPN's Adam Schefter added fuel by dropping news of a blockbuster trade. Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith coming in from Miami, sending Minka Fitzpatrick and a pick swap out. But on the very same Monday, Schefter noted to McAfee that Watt's contract talks aren't very close, and that the pass rusher isn't particularly pleased. So as things stand, Watt's got his own game plan. Stay patient, let the market sort itself out, and then step up at the negotiating table. If Parsons lands that rumored $162 million deal, or Hutchinson jumps off the charts, Watt's leverage only grows. Bottom line? Don't expect a resolution before Steelers training camp opens on July 23rd. And honestly, Watt can wait. Especially if it means locking in a deal that truly reflects his status as one of the top pass rushers in the league. All that said, look for this storyline to simmer over the coming weeks. It's not just about securing big money, it's about timing and market positioning. TJ's playing it smart, and the Steelers know they're in a high-stakes game. Do you think Watt is playing it smart by holding out? Let us know. And wait till you hear what really happened with Minka Fitzpatrick. Steelers fans are still trying to catch their breath after Monday's bombshell. Minka Fitzpatrick is out, and Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith are in. It was the kind of trade that shakes a fan base, and for good reason. Minka has been a defensive cornerstone in Pittsburgh since landing there in 2019. Now he's heading back to Miami, where his NFL journey began, and Steelers Nation is feeling a mix of shock and betrayal. But here's the kicker, this wasn't some spur-of-the-moment move. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, the Steelers started floating Minka's name around as far back as March, likely during the NFL Combine when execs from every team gather under one roof. So yeah, the idea of trading Minka had been brewing for months, even though fans assumed he'd be back patrolling the secondary in 2025. The reality is, Minka's play has taken a dip over the past couple of seasons. Injuries played a role, sure, but even the coaching staff admitted during the 2024 offseason that they weren't deploying him properly. Still, even with the dip, he was better than most safeties in the league. But not quite the game-wrecking turnover machine he was in his early Pittsburgh days. Remember when he racked up 17 picks in his first 4 seasons and took 3 to the house? Those splash plays just weren't happening anymore. That decline, combined with the Steelers' desire to shake things up, opened the door for Ramsey. And say what you will about Minka's departure, but Pittsburgh might have solved a major slot corner issue with Jalen Ramsey in the mix. Now imagine a cornerback trio of Ramsey, Joey Porter Jr., and Darius Slay. That's nasty. Slay and Porter can lock down the outside, and Ramsey could take over the middle of the field or, wild idea, shift to safety. He's got the chops and the experience even if he's on the wrong side of 30. There's even talk of flipping the script, putting Ramsey outside and letting Slay, the elder statesman of the group, handle safety duties. It's not as far-fetched as it sounds. Plenty of elite corners have made that move to extend their careers. With Minka gone, the Steelers do have a gap at free safety, but they brought in Juan Thornhill during free agency, and he's got starter experience. And if they want to add more firepower, there are still veterans like Justin Simmons or Marcus Williams floating around on the open market. Bottom line, losing Fitzpatrick stings, no doubt. But the Steelers didn't make this move lightly. They've been planning it for a while, and now it's all about how they patch up the back end of the defense with the new pieces in play. It's a bold shift, but in Pittsburgh's win-now mode, bold might be exactly what they need. Watt's strategy makes sense, and trading Minka shows no one's untouchable. I like the boldness, but now they need results. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's next for the Steelers.